All right, we will start today in Supta Baddha Konasana. So for Supta Baddha Konasana, press the soles of your feet together to touch. Butterfly your knees out to the width of your mat. You can bring your heels as close or as far away from your body as you'd like. Then recline all the way down to your back and place your hands wherever you want to start out. One of my favorites is a goalpost. Resting my arms out to the side in a goalpost position. Get some nice opening through my chest. Another one of my favorites is one hand over my heart, one over my belly. So I can physically feel my inhales and exhales fill up my belly. And feel my belly fall as I exhale. So you can choose wherever you want to put your hands today. Begin to bring your attention to your breath. Take a nice deep breath in through your nose, filling all the way up. And a nice loud breath out your mouth. Sigh everything out, letting go of your day. Take another deep breath in just like that. Feel your belly rise, your chest expand. This time, seal your lips to the top and exhale back out your nose. Continue breathing here like this. A couple more rounds of breath on your own. Deepening your inhales and exhales. Try to match the length so you can count how long it takes for you to inhale fully. And try to match that amount of time on your exhale. One more deep, full breath in. One more strong breath back out your nose. And take your palms and grab for your outer thighs. Close your knees up together like a book. Draw your knees in toward your chest. Grab for behind your thighs and then rock and roll the length of your spine a couple times, as many times as you'd like. And then when you get enough momentum, come up to a nice tall seat, crossing your ankles. Scrunch down through your sit bones. Find length from your tailbone through the crown of your head. Place your left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind you on the ground, behind your right hip. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, twist, gaze over your right shoulder. Your next inhale, return back to center. Place your right hand on your left knee. Place your left hand on the ground behind your left hip. Inhale, find length in your spine. Exhale, twist your torso and gaze over your left shoulder behind you. Return back to center. Place your palms down into the ground. Step your knees back to a tabletop position. Flatten your spine, gaze between your palms. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly down to the ground. Lift your gaze to the wall in front of you. Exhale, cat pose. Curl your spine up and gaze between your thighs. Inhale, cow pose. Drop your belly. Expand through your collarbones and your chest. Exhale, cat pose. Press the ground away and spread your shoulder blades apart. Return back to a neutral tabletop. Press up to standing on your knees and then extend your right leg out to your right side. Place the sole of your right foot on the ground so your toes point forward. Place your right hand on your right thigh. Inhale, extend your left arm toward the ceiling. Exhale, gentle side body stretch. You can gaze up toward your left palm. You should feel a nice stretch on your left rib cage, your left intercostals, and on your inner right thigh as well. Inhale, return back up to center. Place your right knee back on the ground and extend your left leg out to your left side. With the sole of your left foot on the ground, left toes pointing forward. Place your left hand on your left thigh. Inhale, extend your right arm up. Exhale, gentle side body stretch toward the left. To gently press your hips toward the right ever so slightly to feel the stretch on your inner left thigh. Inhale, return back up to center. Place your left knee back on the ground. Plant your palms down into your mat. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Take just a moment here to settle into this position, the first down dog. You can bend into one knee and the next. However you like to settle into your down dog. Now press your palms firmly into the ground. As you press your palms down, spiral your triceps to the wall behind you. Take one more deep breath in. Strong breath out your nose. Lift your tailbone higher. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, Ragdoll Pose. Step your feet behind your wrists at about hip width distance. Drape your torso over your thighs. Option to grab for opposite elbows and sway side to side. Let your head hang heavy. Feel the release in your low back. Drop your arms down to the ground if they're not already there. Toe heel your feet together to touch, leaving just a sliver of space between your heels. On a nice slow inhale, rise all the way up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of the next. No rush to get to the top. Whenever you do, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. Then exhale, relax your shoulder blades down your back. Press your palms together at heart center. You can flutter your eyes closed or soften your gaze to the tip of your nose. Firmly root down through all corners of your feet. Engage your quads, lift your kneecaps up, but relax your shoulders away from your ears. Take a nice deep breath in here. Deep breath back out your nose. Blink your eyes open. Drop your arms down to your sides and shine your palms forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend your arms up overhead. Option to press your palms together and gaze up. Tuck your tailbone under. One more breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips all the way down toward the ground. Option to bend your knees here. Inhale, halfway lift. Press your palms to your shins or your thighs and flatten out to your spine. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step your feet back. Stack your shoulders over wrists and heels over toes. Now squeeze your quads and glutes to keep your legs engaged. Inhale, shift forward 2 inches. Exhale, low plank. Lower down halfway. Option to take this on your knees. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Shine your chest forward and lift your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Engage your core to lift your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up toward your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Neutralize your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Bend down to the ground. Inhale, mountain pose. Sweep your arms up overhead. Option to look up. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands together at heart center. Drop your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Extend your arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Nice deep breath out as you lower down. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length in your spine. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can always take them on your knees or skip them. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the ground away. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your tailbone up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend down. Inhale, mountain pose. Rise all the way up, arms overhead. Exhale, Samastitihi, hands together at your heart. Drop your arms down to your sides. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Ride your breath all the way down to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in here. Slow breath back out your nose. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your back. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, sit your hips low and reach your arms up. Option to place your hands at heart center. Shift your weight slightly back into your heels and tuck your tailbone under to take that big curve out of your low back. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold, dive back down to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, press your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, pike your hips up and back. Inhale, extend your right heel high and flex your right toes down to the ground. Deep breath in. Exhale, curl your right knee to your left tricep. So you're pulling your knee underneath your body and across to the opposite side. Now from here, inhale, fall and triangle. Shoot your right leg out toward the left side of your space. Ground out through your right palm and extend your left arm up toward the ceiling. Very difficult posture here. Squeeze your inner thighs together and lift your hips a little bit higher. Take a breath in. Exhale, plant your left palm back down onto your mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Shoot your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Plant your right foot in between your palms. Inhale, warrior two. Blossom your hips open to the left side of your space and gaze over your right fingertips. Now breathe here. You can bend and straighten into your front knee a couple times to open through your hips. Settle into this position. Find front heel to back arch alignment in your feet. Nice strong fingers here, gazing over your right fingertips. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Hinge your torso forward and then down. The left arm reaches up toward the ceiling, right arm down toward your inner right shin or toward the ground. Keep your side bodies engaged and press your hips to the back of the room. Now inhale, reverse warrior, or reverse triangle rather. Keep your right leg straight and extend your right arm up and back. Feel this nice stretch on your side body. Find length. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, extend your left heel high, flex your left toes down, squeeze your left butt cheek, breath in. Exhale, left knee to right tricep, curl your knee underneath your body toward your right arm. Now inhale, fallen triangle, shoot your left leg out to the right side, reach your right arm up toward the ceiling. So you're on the outer edge of your left foot and on the inner arch of your right foot. Lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Feel your side bodies working. Breath in. Exhale, plant your right palm back onto your mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Shoot your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral your hips all the way open to the right side and gaze over your left fingertips. Take a minute here to breathe and settle into this position. Your front knee should be bent about 90 degrees. If you look down at your front foot, you should be able to see your big toe on the inner side of your left knee. So traction your front knee to the outer edge of your front foot. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Hinge forward and then down. Right arm reaches energetically up to the ceiling and then left arm toward the ground. Continue to press your hips to the back of the room. Feel this nice deep stretch on your inner left thigh. Inhale, reverse triangle. Keep both legs straight. Extend your left palm up and back. Gaze up toward your left hand. Deep breath in. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. All right, this is our sun B. We'll flow through twice more, linking breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose, sit your hips nice and low, squeeze your thighs together, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, dive back down to your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, squeeze your core in tight. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, send your hips up and back. Inhale, kick your right heel high. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Inhale, fallen triangle. Shoot your right leg out to the left side. Extend your left arm toward the ceiling. Exhale, plant your left palm. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral all the way open. Gaze over your right hand. Exhale, triangle pose. Straighten your right leg. Hinge forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward. Extend your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Send your arms down to the ground. Step your right leg back and lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, extend your left heel high. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, fallen triangle. Step your left foot out to the right side. Extend your right arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale, plant your right palm back on your mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Lift your left leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral your back foot down. Gaze over your front hand. Exhale, triangle pose. Hinge forward and down. Press your hips back. Inhale, reverse triangle. Extend your left palm up and back. Gaze toward your left hand. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lift your thighs up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift, palms to shins or thighs. Exhale, forward fold, bend down. Inhale, chair pose. Lowest chair yet. Sit your hips down. Exhale, forward fold. Send your body back down toward you. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your spine. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Inhale, kick your right heel high. Exhale, right knee to left tricep. Curl underneath your body. Inhale, fallen triangle. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Extend your left arm toward the ceiling. Exhale, plant your left hand. Inhale, three-legged dog. Kick your right leg up and back. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral your back foot down. Gaze over your right fingertips. Exhale, triangle pose. Straighten your right leg as you hinge forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Keep both legs straight. Extend your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press the ground away. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hike your hips up and back. Inhale, kick your left heel high. Exhale, left knee to right tricep. Inhale, fallen triangle. Shoot your left leg out to the right side. Extend your right arm to the ceiling. Exhale, plant your right hand back down on your mat. Inhale, three-legged dog. Extend your left heel high behind you. Exhale, low lunge. Step your left foot between your palms. Inhale, warrior two. Blossom open and gaze over your left hand. Exhale, triangle pose. Straighten your left leg as you hinge forward and down. Inhale, reverse triangle. Press your hips forward. Extend your left arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Shine your chest forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Drop down to your knees. Press your big toes together. Widen your knees out to the width of your mat. Sit your hips back for child's pose, resting your forehead down into the earth. Take a few breaths here on your own to re-regulate your breath. Take deep breaths in through your nose and slow and controlled breaths back out your nose. Take one more deep breath in. One more deep breath out. Your next inhale, rise up to a tabletop position. Inhale, tuck your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips up and back. Now that you're a little more warmed up, maybe your heels press just a bit closer down toward your mat. Inhale, extend your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge, step your right foot in between your palms. Now from here, inhale, star pose. Spiral your body all the way open, heels in, toes out. Create this nice X shape with your body. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, horse pose. Sit your hips nice and low, nice flat spine. So if you find that your butt is sticking out a lot, you can kind of lessen the squat a little bit to make sure that your spine is aligned correctly. Now from here, take your right arm, drop your right arm underneath your left. Either go for a bear hug, grabbing for opposite shoulders, or go for eagle arms, pressing your palms in toward one another. From here, we'll take some horse crunches with eagle arms. So on your inhale, you'll lift up and gaze up toward the ceiling. Exhale, crunch your elbows in toward your belly and squeeze your core in nice and tight. Inhale, slowly lift up, nice deep breath in. Exhale, crunch your elbows in toward your belly. One more, inhale, lift your head up, elbows up. Exhale, crunch your elbows in toward your belly and squeeze your belly button back into your spine. Your next inhale, star pose, unwind your arms, extend your body up. Exhale, warrior two, bend into your right knee and gaze over your right fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior, extend your right arm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank, cartwheel your arms down to the ground to step your right foot back. Inhale, upward facing dog, flip to the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog, pike your hips up and back. Inhale, extend your left heel high. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot in between your palms. Now inhale, star pose, spiral all the way open to the right side of your space, heels in, toes out. Once again, option to shake your hips out from side to side. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, horse pose. Sink your hips down nice and low, hands together at heart center. From here, we'll just stretch it out on this side, no more crunches. Place your hands on your inner thighs. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, dip your right shoulder down to center, twisting your torso. Inhale, lift up to center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder down towards center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop your right shoulder down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drop your left shoulder down to center. Now inhale, come back to a horse pose. We'll take eagle arms just really quick. We won't do any crunches on this side. Take your left arm this time underneath your right arm. You can either go for the bear hug or press your palms together. From here, lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. If you have the bind in your arms, press your palms forward in front of you to expand through your shoulder blades. Now slowly unwind your arms. Inhale, star pose. Get up nice and big. Exhale, warrior two. Bend into your left knee. Gaze over your left fingertips. Inhale, reverse warrior. Extend your left palm up and back. Exhale, high to low plank. Cartwheel your arms down. Step your left leg back. Inhale, upward facing dog. Flip the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Press the ground away. Lift your tailbone higher. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit your hips nice and low and reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, eagle on the left. So we'll start on the left side this time. Drop your left arm underneath your right arm, and then lift your left leg up and over your right leg. The arms, you can always do a bear hug, grabbing for opposite shoulders if that feels better. Now, this is all about compression, so squeeze your inner thighs toward one another. Option to kickstand your left toes on the ground, or go for the bind, wrapping your left leg around your right. Take one more breath in. Sink a little bit deeper on your breath out. Now from here, keep your arms in this bind and just unwrap your left leg, coming to one-legged mountain with eagle arms. Continue to press your palms forward if you have this bind, or just grab for opposite shoulders again if you want the bear hug. Take a nice deep breath in here. Exhale, eagle arms airplane. Slowly hinge your torso forward and down and extend your left leg back behind you. Option to drop the eagle arms and tense your fingers on the floor to help with your balance. If you have the eagle arms, press your palms down toward the ground. Feel your shoulder blades spread apart behind you. If you have the eagle arms, slowly drop your hands back down to the ground. One more breath in. Exhale, drop your left leg down to the earth for a low lunge. Drop your left knee down to your mat. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up overhead. Breathe here for a moment. Take a couple breaths to sink into this position. You can interlace your hand around your front thigh. You can keep your arms up overhead if you'd like, or hands on your waist or your hips. Now inhale, crescent moon, arms back up to center. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant your palms and step your right foot to the back of your space. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, neutralize your spine. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Inhale, chair pose. Send your hips nice and low. Reach your arms overhead. Now this time, eagle pose on the right. Draw your right arm underneath your left, and then lift your right leg up and over your left leg. Option the arms to go for the bear hug. Option for the bind. And then your legs, you can kickstand your toes, or wrap your right leg around your left. Squeeze everything together nice and tight. Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Take another breath in. One more breath out, sit a little bit lower. Now from here, keep whatever arms you have, just unwind your legs, come up to one-legged mountain, flex your right toes up toward your face and squeeze your left butt cheeks to help with your balance. Nice deep breath in here. Exhale, eagle armed airplane. Keeping these arms, hinge your torso forward and down, and extend your right leg back behind you. Flex your right toes down toward the ground and squeeze your right glutes to lift your heel up in line with your torso. Press your palms down toward the ground in front of you. If you have the eagle arms, slowly release them. Tense your fingers down on the ground. One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Slowly drop your right foot back down to your mat and drop your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, crescent moon. Extend your arms up overhead and breathe here for a couple rounds of breath. Sinking into this position however you'd like. Now inhale, Crescent Moon. Extend your arms back up to frame your face. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Plant your palms, step your left leg to the back of your space. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out, compress your chest closer toward your thighs. Inhale, hinge forward to a high plank, and then lower all the way down to your belly. Once you're down on your belly, untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet down into the ground. Inhale, Baby Cobra, gently lift your chest up, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and feel this expanding through your chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower your chest back down. Drop your left cheek down to your mat and extend your arms by your sides. Feel your heart beating into your mat. Feel your low back fill up with air and expand off the ground as you breathe in. Return your chin to center. Press your palms into the ground. Press up to standing on your knees and then flip over onto your back. We'll take bridge pose. So you all probably know the options for bridge. You can keep your hands on the ground next to your hips as you lift your hips up, or you can interlace your hands behind your back. Today I'll add an option for leg lifts as well. So I'll turn my mat to the side so you can kind of see. You don't have to do this, but I'll demo it in case you want to. So once you're in bridge pose, you'll lift up. You can either keep your palms on the ground or interlace your hands. And then from here, if you're feeling nice and strong, you can play around with lifting one leg and then lifting the other. So you can lift your right heel up toward the ceiling. So it's like you're pressing your heel up into the ceiling and then lifting up your hips a little bit higher. And then take that on the other side. If you took it on the right, press your left heel up toward the ceiling. And then drop your left heel back down. So that's just an option today. If you want to play around with that, builds a lot of strength in your legs and your glutes. So lay down on your back. Press the soles of your feet into the ground. You can place your hands down by your hips so that you can graze your heels. And inhale, bridge pose, lift your hips up. Option to go for the binding your hands, interlacing your hands, and snuggling your shoulders underneath yourself. If you'd like to play around with the leg lifts, go right ahead. Keep nice strong legs here if you're going for these leg lifts. And then exhale, lower back down. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Grab her behind your thighs and rock and roll the length of your spine. Come up to a nice tall seat with your legs extended out in front of you. Point your toes up toward the ceiling. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, seated forward fold. Hinge your torso over your thighs and grab for whatever is accessible, whether that be your shins or your feet, the tops of your feet. Your next inhale, lift slowly back up. We'll take Baddha Konasana, bound angle. So just like we started, but this time we're not reclined. So press the soles of your feet together to touch as far or as close to your body as you'd like. Ground down firmly through your sit bones. You can grab for underneath your feet. You can stay upright if this is enough of a hip opening. If you'd like to hinge forward, go ahead. As you hinge forward, your elbows might press out a little bit to press your legs closer down toward the ground. You can draw your chin toward your toes, or you can draw the crown of your head toward your toes. So your upper back is pretty open at this point. We've done a lot of eagle arms. So maybe you go for the crown of your head toward your toes today because it requires you to kind of curve in your upper back a bit. You hinged forward, slowly lift back up. Extend your left leg out in front of you and place the sole of your right foot on the inside of your left thigh. And then from here, find a nice tall spine and then twist your torso toward your bent leg. Extend your left arm nice and high. Exhale, drop your left arm on the outer side of your right thigh and twist your torso toward the right side. You can option to gaze behind your right shoulder to complete this twist in your cervical spine. Your next inhale, slowly unwind from the pose. Switch out your sides, extend your right leg out in front of you. Press the sole of your left foot down into the ground as close to your glute as you can, about a fist width distance from your inner right thigh. And then from here, kind of like hug your leg and twist your torso toward your bent leg. And then lift your right arm up toward the ceiling. Exhale, drop your right arm on the outer side of your left thigh. And then from here, you can twist. Option to gaze behind your left shoulder. Every inhale, finding length through the crown of your head. And then every exhale, twisting just a little bit deeper. Your next inhale, slowly unwind from the posture. Place both soles of your feet down into the ground and recline all the way down to your back. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Grab for the outer edges of your feet. We'll take happy baby really quick here. Pull your low back down to the ground. If your low back comes super high off of the ground, grab for behind your thighs instead. It's a great option there. Just stamp the soles of your feet on the ceiling. Feel this nice opening in your hips and your hamstrings. Pull your knees into your chest. Wrap your forearms around your shins. Roll into one tiny little ball. So lift your forehead up to your knees. Squeeze everything together as tight as you can. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, Shavasana. Let your arms and legs go long. Allow your body to fall into whatever shape it pleases here. However you're the most comfortable. Starting from your toes, release any tension in the bottoms of your feet, from your ankles. Now bring your attention up your shins, releasing any tension as you go up. Release any tightness in your quads, in your hips, in your abs. Let your belly and your chest rise and fall with the natural rhythm of your breath, letting go of any breathing techniques. Relax your shoulders. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. And relax the muscles in your forehead. Just enjoy a moment of rest here. You can stay in your Shavasana as long as you like. If you'd like to be guided out tonight, begin to bring some small movements to your fingers and your toes. Roll out your ankles and your wrists. Take a nice long body stretch. Extend your arms overhead. Point your toes. Your knees into your chest and rock onto whichever side favors you for fetal pose using your bicep as its below. Press yourself up to a nice tall seat. Find a nice tall spine. You can place your hands on your knees, in your lap, or at heart center. Let your eyes close or soften your gaze. We'll finish with the breath. Exhale out any stale air in your lungs. Take a nice deep full breath in. Fill up your belly. Feel the breath rise into your chest. And then hold your breath in at the top. Open mouth, exhale, sigh your air out nice and loud. Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center, the space between your eyebrows on your forehead. The light in me honors and sees the light in all of you. Bow forward. Namaste.
Thanks, Alls.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.